Hey everybody, let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, y'all. The cards don't want to come. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and see what are the messages for feminine. What does she need to know? All right. We have infinity. Your love is timeless. Okay. Your love is timeless. Triangle. Evaluate your emotions for a firm decision. Okay. All right. We have transformation. Enter into the light from out of darkness. Okay. And what else here for our feminines? Karmic. Okay. Notice the karmic lessons in the situation. All right. So I feel like if this is not you, it's the person that we're here for. Somebody is realizing a karmic lesson. Okay. Agree to disagree. You and this person are not seeing eye to eye on something, or perhaps you weren't, but you realize that the love you have for one another continues. Okay. It never ends. Okay. I feel like Spirit is telling you to look at what it is that you feel and really make a decision and stand on it. Because if this is a loop you feel like you keep repeating because someone cannot get themselves out of a loop, then that may be a thing here as well. So if you're looking for transformation, if you're looking for change, then you have to be honest and you have to be transparent. And I feel like you're doing that. If somebody else is not quite ready to do that, then that's on them. But so as long as you're doing what it is Spirit is guiding you to do is what I'm getting here from this. All right. Yeah. Agree to disagree. And we have value. Value your relationship. All right. So if you realize that you're valuing something, but the other person perhaps is not, that could also be a thing here. Okay. They're stuck in a karmic lesson and they're not seeing something that they need to be seeing, but you are. Okay. Like you're seeing what you need to see. All right. If they can't get it, you have to get it. It's one of those things. Okay. You and this person may feel like you're meant for one another, but they're not ready to progress. You are. They're, you know, keeping themselves stuck. I see 8 of Wands on one side and 8 of Swords on the other. All right. So because you choose to stand in your truth and you choose to be transparent and honest, if this person is not ready to do that, then you may just have to let them go for the time being. Okay. What's underneath disagreement? Stability. Yeah. Set a solid foundation, because that's what you want. You want a solid foundation, and you want to know that both of you value the relationship. Okay. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Very independent, very confident, very disciplined. Okay. You know what it is that you want, what it is you don't. You do not settle. All right. We have the King of Swords. This is somebody that's very serious. All right. Extremely analytical, very much so logical, head over heart type person. Fool card. Okay. Brand new beginning, fresh start. This could also be you snipping cords. Okay. So if somebody is not willing to do that, then you're willing to do that. All right. The 4 of Cups. Yeah. All right. Some of you are just very disappointed in how this person handled the situation, but you're not going to stand around twiddling your thumbs. Okay. You're ready to move on. Again, you know what it is that you want, what it is that you don't. Yeah. You want to progress. So if the situation is stagnant and it's not offering any room for growth, or you don't feel like the two of you are ever going to grow, or this is going to go anywhere, you're just removing yourself and removing your energy. Okay. You're not restricting yourself. You're not holding yourself back here. If it's time to go, then it's time to go. Okay. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Something has become too burdensome. All right. I feel like this person is overwhelmed because they feel like they have to make a decision that they're not quite ready to make, even though it's been brought to their awareness several times. Like, this is just what's necessary. You have to make a decision, you know, and if you're not ready to make one, indecision is also a decision. Okay. So yeah, I feel like this person has a lot of romantic feelings towards you with that Knight of Cups, but it's clear to you, Ace of Swords, that something has to end. The World card, something has to change. Okay, so I feel like the love is not going to end. The love is timeless. The love is going to go on forever and ever. With the 4 of Pentacles, this person wants to hold on to you because 9 of Cups, you're their heart's desires and wish fulfillment. However, again, one of you wants to move forward, 8 of Wands, and the other one is sitting here holding all these wands that prevent them from moving forward. Remember that 8 of Swords we saw when shuffling, okay? We have the Magician. The Magician is manifester, okay? Somebody who is a master manifester, somebody who gets it done, all right? They put their mind to it. You can best believe they're going to bring it into fruition, all right? The Ace of Pentacles, my engagement ring. This person wants something secure and stable with you as well. They value this connection as well, okay? So it's a matter of, are they going to take this leap of faith that they're being divinely guided to take or not, all right? I feel like the two of you keep going through that loop though. Like, they know how they feel about you, they know what they want with you, but then that's it, all right? They never take the leap of faith, they never go for it or something like that. So it keeps y'all stuck in a cycle. You being very dependable and reliable, you're going to do what you say you're going to do, all right? You can understand the practical side of this person's nature, okay? But you do not understand them not being someone that you feel like you can depend on or trust in this essence. Because if this is what the two of you have discussed plenty of times, then why do you keep ending up in the situation where you're disappointed? Okay, you're let down. So, Three of Swords, Four of Cups is a pretty messy energy. All right, Two of Wands, yeah, and it's all because a person won't make a choice. But again, indecision is a decision. Okay, Queen of Wands, keep being drawn to you. Okay, keep being drawn to you because they love you. They want to be with you. They want to work with you. But again, it's this I'm stuck energy, Eight of Swords. They're not stuck. Okay, they're for some reason saying they're powerless in a situation or moving as if their hands are tied. Okay, but you don't have any restrictions. You're not allowing anything to hold you back when it comes to this person or the love that you feel for them. All right. Temperance, yeah, you feel like you're in alignment with the things that you desire, and you know, if something is just not going to be, then it's not going to be, because the Seven of Wands is the energy of feeling like we have to constantly defend ourselves. So perhaps you feel like you're doing a lot to prove a point. All right, now Six of Wands is here and the Chariot. Okay, so I do feel like there is a possibility the two of you can overcome these challenges that you're going through. But again, something feels one-sided for you and you're moving with integrity right now. Okay, Justice card. So if somebody's in a karmic situation, Justice and the Devil, this is what's preventing them from coming towards what they feel would be a Ten of Cups for them. But you can't, I mean, you could, but I don't see you wanting to stand still to wait on this person to make a decision. All right, Four of Swords is peace of mind and resting. All right, some of you feel like it's been an uphill battle. Okay, just to get this person to make up their mind. So you're like, you don't really feel like there's much you can do in a situation, and you would be correct. You know, like, it's their free will choice at the end of the day. You can't force them to do anything, and prayerfully you're not trying to, you know, kind of thing. So let us see. All right. All right, yeah, Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles. So disappointed because somebody keeps going back and forth, juggling, not really sure what it is they want to do. There's a lack of prioritization here. They don't know if they want to be with the karmic or if they want to be with what they feel like is a soulmate or a twin. All right, and then we have the Justice card. So again, moving with integrity. Okay, Ace of Cups, wanting to make a love offer, just not sure to who. Okay, feeling like something is destined. All right, but again, being confused. It's like, how do you feel like something is destined and being confused? So agree to disagree. All right, because you have your feelings on it and they have theirs. For some strange reason, they feel like Seven of Swords is the way to go about handling this. And you know, again, speaking in terms of justice and righteousness and just doing what is right, that doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense to them. Okay, so again, this is somebody who's not really emotionally inclined. Okay, because the King of Swords is what they show up as. So they end up Ten of Swords in everybody, even themselves. Like, now you're betraying yourself here just simply because you won't make a decision. Okay, that's what I see here, guys. Yeah, we got the Moon and the Three of Swords. It's like causing heartache to themselves and everybody else as well. Okay, Ten of Wands, Page of Swords. So I feel like this person does a lot of talking about what they're going to do. Okay. If there's some sort of conflict or issue here, the conflict and issue is them feeling overwhelmed by making a decision, even though it's already been brought to their awareness that this is not necessarily the best way, because it causes a lot of conflict, a lot of chaos. Okay, but because this person is so drawn to you, they continue to do it. They continue to come towards you. They can't, it's almost like they can't help themselves with their twin. They're just drawn to their twin, but they also won't conclude and wrap up their karmic lesson either. The High Priestess, yeah, there's this inner knowing that they have that, again, this is not the right way to handle it, but they keep doing it this way. The Devil. All right, some of you feel like the person is just caught up in this karmic loop. So again, if they can't make a decision to free themselves from that cycle, then you have to make a decision and you have to stand firm in it, you know. 7 of Wands, standing your ground. All right, so action is coming. This person wants to put in some sort of action because they're realizing that faith without works is dead, right? Where the Magician is a manifester, master manifester. We talked about that, right? However, you want to manifest something, and did you do anything at all? What did you do? What are the actions that you've taken, right? What are the steps you've taken here? This Emperor feels like you're their soulmate, but what have you done about it, right? That's basically what Spirit is saying. Okay, you want to manifest this person, but based on what you've shown them, what you've given them, what does that look like? What results would you get? Okay, so 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords, making this person feel like you don't really know. When 222 is the angel number of getting things into alignment, putting things into place. All right, so that's what they really need to do. Again, value the relationship. Show feminine that this is something you care about. The 3 of Cups. So they want reunion. Okay. Ace of Cups. They want reunion. Ace of Pentacles. They feel like the 2 of you will have a very successful, positive, loving relationship. Okay. They're anxious here about what the future holds when it comes to this connection. Based on their, you know, past actions and even the ones they're taking right now or the lack thereof. We have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? They feel like, you know, what goes around comes around. So in the event that you don't want to deal with them anymore, they did that to themselves. Obviously, that's not their hope because you're their heart's desires and wish fulfillment. There would be a wish come true to be with you. That would make them happy, right? But this person might still be caught up in superficial things as well with that Devil energy that we keep seeing. Ace of Cups. So it's like wanting to make this love offer to you regardless of what. It's like they never get this out of their head, out of their heart, feeling like this is something that's meant to be. But again, the way they go about dealing with it or the way they go about handling it is not showing that to you. Again, with the agree to disagree. It's like you don't see it. They very much so see it. They feel like they're going through it just to get to you, or they're going through it just to make something happen here. You're feeling like nothing's happening. So there's, you know, your point of view and their point of view. All right, we got the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wants to build something stable and secure, but they're not emotional and you are, is what it feels like. And you're not seeing where this person is coming from with some things. They're not seeing where you're coming from with some things. Okay, the 8 of Cups. So you've been, again, disappointed as to where you just feel like you're detached from it. Whatever happens, happens. Okay, this has been brought to their awareness that you're feeling this way. Yeah, because you're not speaking or you're not dealing. And if you are speaking and dealing, it's definitely not as often as you usually do. At all. Okay. You're not speaking and dealing with them the way that you usually do. Or as often as you usually do. Or something like that. Okay. You will love them forever. But you're going to stand firm in your decision. Whichever one you make, whichever one it is, whether it's, look at it, don't even want to shuffle, to keep dealing with this or to not. Okay, some of you could be dealing with someone who has Libra placements or Gemini placements. Okay, like they're trying to figure out what the right thing to do is, but by them doing that, they're coming across as like they're doing the wrong thing, you know. Whew. It's like they're doing the wrong thing by trying to do the right thing. Okay, because they're trying to please everybody, and Spirit is like, you're not going to be able to please everybody here in this situation. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. They feel like the two of you are soul family, but you feel like this person is inflexible. You know, it's hard to get through to this person. Okay. You are very intuitive, very wise. Okay. So you already know. And you're choosing to put certain love and energy into yourself. Although you feel like this is a soulmate of yours and y'all will always be connected, you're just looking at the situation for what it is, not what you want it to be. Yes, there's a lot of romance between the two of you, but again, if you know what you want and you don't see things progressing in that way, you can't just sit around waiting on it. You know, it's like wishful thinking. You want to make this offer. You want to make this offer, but are you going to? And them going back and forth because they don't want to hurt this person or they don't want to hurt you. They playing both sides. They're riding the fence here. They're not being clear and direct with what it is that they want to do. All right. It says you or the person involved are set in ways that are impeding growth. Be more open-minded and see the other person's point of view to expand your perspective in a healthily, oftentimes, and excuse me, I think it should say in a healthy way. Oftentimes, being too rigid masks the problem that causes imbalance and unrest. Flexibility is needed to create flow. Okay. Honor your innate ability to see physically and trust your gut feelings. Trust your guidance in the vibrations you feel. When you truly step into your abilities, all of your senses rush in. Look into expanding your gifts by taking classes, journaling, meditating, and listening to your inner voice. Okay. Balance. Taking time to replenish your mind, body, and soul is a must. Enjoy this time to reconnect and make yourself a priority. Ask yourself, what is serving me and what is taking from me? Much can be revealed when you stop putting yourself at the bottom of the list, okay? Now let's pause here. Because you realize this person is being inflexible, they're set in their ways. They just refuse to see it from your point of view, or they refuse to change or do anything about it. You're just going to keep being disappointed. You're putting the energy you was pouring into that into you. So it's twice the care, twice the love, you know, whatever you were giving to them. You know, it's like, I love me enough for the both of us type energy. I love me enough for the both of us, the whole world, honey. Okay, like I just love me. So you pouring all that energy into you now. They're feeling that absence, they're feeling that void. But again, if a person refuses to grow, change, or be flexible, there's nothing you can do with that. You're ready to ascend or continue to ascend. You're ready to level up or continue to level up. You don't have time to be at a standstill or stagnant for this. Okay. But you do feel, again, that y'all will always be connected because you truly do love this person. So soul family, strength. Okay, it says finding your soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You're being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. Okay, they will feel familiar, safe, and trusted when you meet them. Send out your intention to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. Okay, so not only will the two of you be connected forever, right? But you'll also start coming in contact with other soul family members. Okay, then we have the underlying energy here of love redefined, romance. Okay, and it says Cupid has entered your heart and has awakened you to love and romance, but this time on a different vibration. Having a newfound love for yourself has created an opportunity for a new chapter with the possibility of cultivating healthy relationships. So because you're in love with yourself the way that you are, right, and you love you the way that you do, you're attracting people to you that will love you the same. Soul family members and other romantic connections. So in the event that this just does not work out, then it just does not work out. And again, remember that Wheel of Fortune where they said what goes around comes around. If this person treated you like they were unsure about you, they will not be surprised at all if when they come to you and they are ready, the universe is like, well, hey, we done blessed her with somebody else, or we done blessed him with somebody else. It is what it is. That would just be on them. It's nothing that they can necessarily do about that, but kind of take that on the chin and keep it pushing, you know? If it's meant, then it's meant. If it's not, then it's not. But again, I feel like that's what that triangle and karmic is about. Like, whew, having tried to keep you stuck in, you know, a triangle, a third party situation. These are still new. I'm trying to break them in. There we go. Ooh, that was better. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit. We have 0808, swift action. Wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength, auspicious outcomes. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps toward achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you, okay? So again, somebody is looking at you like, And so again, with that swift action, if people don't know what it is they want to do and you're on the 8 of Wands, like you got the 8 of Wands representing your current energy, all right? And they got the 8 of Swords. Meanwhile, somebody else is in the energy of 8 of Wands right with you. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is, honey. Okay, we have 222, alignment. There you go. Connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, balance, life choices, compromise, commitment, and trust. How do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. Okay? So yeah, you're about to meet some pretty special and unique people. Okay? You're going to realize exactly why certain things did not work out. Okay, we have 2002, the void. Yeah, it says somebody else going to fill that void. Longing, technology, ambition, genius, forward thinking, stress, and depression. You have more control over your life than you realize. That's for them. Learn and execute what interests you. Turn things around. It gets better with time. Remember that Wheel of Fortune. There are plenty of friends to make, so chill out, have fun, and open up. Go outside, okay? Yep. Thank you, Spirit. One more of these. Okay, 0330, lucky shirt. Love, peace, hope, and optimism. Transferring responsibility to others. Progress and creativity. Pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. Okay? And then the underlying energy here is 1212. All right? One step at a time. It says persistence, shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, and new experiences. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, the lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. All right, so like I said, if something didn't work out, that's fine. Notice how you have romance here, disagreements is here. So it's like, let's just agree to disagree. It's fine. If it wasn't meant for us to happen, that's cool. But you have stability coming in. Right underneath that, it says past. I can't make this up. So it's like, leave the past in the past. If somebody doesn't want to be a part of your present or is, you know, not planning on being in your future, that is fine. Again, you know, you have disagreement, stability, past, love redefined. Then you got love and romance here. You got 10 of Pentacles here, which is talking about a long, lasting, wealthy family life. You understand? Somebody that comes in your life that's going to be your love, your friend, your business partner, all the above. All right? Somebody that's a part of your soul family as well. So don't ever think that it just stops at one person. Oh, I couldn't get this person to be flexible and be adaptable and be teachable and be willing to grow, be open-minded. No, it doesn't matter. There are others. Okay? I mean, not like it don't matter at all, but like that's not it. It doesn't have to be the end all be all for you. Okay, so I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and agrees.